One of my favorite players in the entire draft this year was Jared McCain, and he played really well in the Summer League. But so many of you kids need to take a look at his actual blueprint to figure out how you can improve. His blueprint can fit any player, and I think it can help so many kids out there. Now, we do have the answers to all the tests when it comes to his evolution as a player. If we go ahead and look at his game starting as a youth. Now, the biggest reason I love Jared McCain in the way that he developed is he wasn't born at 7'2", being huge. He's not super fast, he's not quick, but you could see each step in his evolution that made him into an NBA caliber player, a guy who's an elite shooter. Now he can play make. He can also play the 1 or the 2 as a combo guard. He's a real asset for any team. But to first really understand where he came from, we have to look at his early days as a young player. Jared started out as a young high school guy, really diving into his mental psyche and really becoming a mentally strong person in a different way than most people expect. He took the details and made them the big things. And that's something that I could really appreciate. You young guys have to focus on your overall health, your mind, your body, making sure that you feel great as a player. It's so important. He had vision boards. He really understood himself. And another thing I really loved about Jared McCain from the beginning is he always understood his game. He wasn't the best ball handler coming up, so he worked on it. He wasn't the best athlete, so he worked on it. And you can see that playing out even at the NBA level where he's getting to the paint. He's a better playmaker than everybody expected. And he's a lot better finisher than everybody expected. He's going to be able to play the point because he understands his game. The first thing that you have to take from his blueprint is all the live ball work. If you watch him play in practice or do anything with any of his trainers, they're going to focus on doing things with a stick, something beating him down, giving him contact, and I absolutely love it. And you could see this play out when he played at Duke and even at the NBA level. He makes extremely quick decisions. He has a great feel of the game when it comes to scoring and getting a shot off. He understands spatial awareness. He understands when he has enough space to get off his shot or when he can hit somebody with a good move, attack the paint. He's used to physicality. He's really comfortable taking all type of hits. So if you're not consistently working with a trainer or anybody who could be a partner or your dad with a stick or some type of pad to really make sure your reaction time is extremely fast and your processing time is quick, then you might need to switch up what you're doing. This is a huge part of confidence as well. You need to be able to do that to be a more confident player, and you need to be able to be physical with a player just so you understand how to use your body more. And as you go up in different levels, the game gets more and more physical. So please, guys, put your live work up there. Understand its importance and understand the work of it. Something Jared absolutely excels at is the attention to detail. When he shoots, he's not just up there getting shots up. And this is something you guys could do by yourself. He's there with his ex-girlfriend, making sure his mechanics are great, his balance is great, and then getting game detailed shots. These detailed shots are so important to people's game because you can't be sloppy expecting perfection when the game actually comes. It's not all about always being fast. Sometimes it's better to slow it down and make sure your mechanics are great, making sure that your energy flow is great from your shot going from the bottom all the way to the top, and making sure you have great mechanics. Or even if you're dribbling, making sure you get low. If you're shooting a floater, making sure you have the right arc on the ball. All these things are extremely important in the development of a player. Just getting up reps will not be enough. If you're doing it sloppy, it's going to take you so much longer to actually become great at any move or any shot. You need to make sure that you're having detailed reps. Great quality reps is a big separator from high school kids to pros. And the next thing I absolutely loved about Jared, if you look at his documentary, He focused on his body. He knew the importance of developing it because, well, now you see him at the NBA Summer League, and he's strong, he's physical, he's touching the paint a lot. He's not super fast, so he's going to have to develop his body, and that's what you see here. A lot of one-leg work, a lot of resistance work. This is something that I always recommend for any kid. You could always get more resistance work in. And all these back pedals really help your knees and making sure that you're really strong and healthy throughout a season. So not only does it impact your ability to be strong and fast and balanced, it also impacts the way that you move and your explosiveness on the court and your overall health. And that's something that you need to take time out within every other day or so, making sure you're improving something with your movement, conditioning, or just getting more explosive. This isn't the easiest thing to do for a lot of kids. They just want to go ahead and hoop. But as you go up in levels, you quickly realize that people are stronger than they look, they're faster than they look, and they have way longer arms than they look when you actually go to a college level game or when you go to a pro level game. The intensity entirely changes. So make sure you guys are spending time working on your body religiously. Something else that I absolutely think that every kid should be spending time doing consistently is playing basketball. But you need to play basketball with the intent of getting better. It's not about just winning or dominating the competition. It's about adding more to your game. If you're watching Jared right here, he was driving, using his handle, doing pick and roll. These are things he wasn't doing at the high school level really until his senior year a ton, and he continued to develop that. So make sure you're playing a lot, but make sure you're actually getting better at skills that you will need to translate to higher levels. Now, something else that is super important is making sure you have game shots. If you're not working on actual game shots that you're going to take in the actual game, then your confidence will hurt in those moments where you need to knock down shots that you're comfortable taking. Now, there are spur-of-the-moment shots that you're going to need to really get in your bag with, but for the most part, things are simple. Can you shoot the wide-open shot? His game is rather simple. He could really shoot the mess out of the ball. He's going to get to his spots. He's going to use physicality. But watch when he actually works out. These are shots that I've seen him shoot at Duke again and again. A basic catch and shoot, a 2-dribble pull-up, the ability to get downhill, use his handle. But these are shots that he's going to shoot that he knows is his bread and butter so that he could actually implement this into his real game. So when I seen him in real live action shoot these transition threes, these step back jumpers, touching the paint, being strong and physical, understand that all that is just a replica of what he did a million times before. The game shots are so important though, so that you could go ahead and translate to your actual game with confidence, so that you won't be hesitating. You could process the game extremely fast, and everything becomes like second nature. Not everything is about doing the prettiest, most unconventional moves ever. Sometimes it's built off the foundation of your game, knocking down simple shots so that you could actually get in your bag. If you're interested in learning more about your game, getting your blueprint, go ahead to our website, hoopdoctors.com.